Hello, people of the internet. It is I, GaryBear890, back again with part 2 for the Nintendo Wii. So I thought for part 2, I would bring in a second Wii. This was one that I found in a thrift store, actually, about a month or so ago for 30 bucks. The 25th anniversary Mario Red Edition. So I was like, 30 bucks, what the heck? I will grab that. Okay. So starting us off, one of my personal favorite Wii games. It's kind of a hidden gem of sorts. And that is Little King's Story. If you like Pikmin, you'll like Little King's Story. Just a really fun game with a lot of heart. That actually was ported to the Vita and was given kind of a remake of sorts. It's a different graphical style. But a very fun game. $17. Alright. The Last Story. This was supposed to be kind of a big RPG for the Wii. I grabbed this for $15.62. Alright, now this one I have never played because I made the mistake of buying it sealed. And so it's like, I don't ever want to open a sealed game at this point, so I might as well just keep a lookout for an open copy. But this was one that at the time was going for about 60 opened, used. And there was an auction ending in a couple hours, and I was at work on break, and so I just threw out a bid of my max and then went back to work. And when I came out of work, I had won the auction for $39. And so I was actually shocked that I won a sealed copy for $39. I was kind of half expecting the seller to be like, can we not do this? But nope, they sent it, and they were actually pretty pleasant. Okay, next we got Mario Party 8. I had a friend that he was a collector of sorts, and he was just like, hey, I need some extra cash. I'm selling some games. Buy them. And I said, okay. So he sold me this for $15. I would like to get Mario Party 9, but that just keeps going up in price. And now it's like up in the 60s. Tell me, is it a decent Mario Party? Okay. There's a quick little story with these two classics for sure. So my parents were not against video games, but we just didn't have consoles because my brother did get an NES and he just played it like crazy. And so they actually sold it to my grandparents. So we could still play it when we went to visit. So that was nice. But yeah, it was just like, no, go play outside. So that's what we did. And we'd go play video games at our friends' houses mostly. But my parents went over to a friend's house and they played video games. I guess that's what adults do too. And so they were like, hey, we played the Wii and it was actually pretty fun. And we like the idea that it kind of gets you moving a bit. So my mom was like, hey, I was thinking about getting a Wii for the family. And I was like, yes, let's do that. And so we went down to GameStop. And my mom, who doesn't play games at all, was just kind of like, okay, I have no idea what we need, what we should get. You just tell me. And I was like a kid in a candy store. Just being able to go over to the shelf and be like, yep, we want that. And then they're like, oh, hey, there's Mario Kart coming out, and the Super Smash Bros. Is coming out soon. Like, do you want to pre-order? And it's like, yep. And my mom was just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever we need. So that was freaking sweet. And so yeah, that's how got these two Mario Kart Wii. A lot of fun memories, but a lot of rage as well. All right, now this next one I got in a thrift store for $5. Punch Out. Okay, then Animal Crossing City Folk, which unfortunately I kind of missed the boat on. I played a ton of the GameCube edition and also the Wild World on DS. But anyways, I found this one in a pawn shop for 13 bucks. Maybe I should give it a go, because I do love the series. Alright, up next we got Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which I got at a buy two get one free dealio at GameStop. Unfortunately, this one was not free. I paid $27.11. But a lot of these first-party games are starting to go up, up, up. All right, now we got Kirby's Epic Yarn, which I really like the art style on this one. Just a very simple platformer. This one, I originally bought a sealed copy for $15 on eBay. And it was the weirdest thing because the disc was flawless, but as soon as you pressed A or start at the menu, it would just say error and stop working. And I tried it on different Wii consoles. Same deal. So it was just like a defective copy. And so I returned it and then bought a used copy that I knew worked for $12.50. Whoo boy. Okay, so this one has a little bit of a story. I went into a thrift stop by my house, and what they do is you say, hey, I want to buy that game, if it's in the glass case. And then they'll fill out a little ticket, slap it on the product, and give you a copy, and you go up to the register, pay for it, come back, and then you can get it once you show them the receipt. Well, anyways, I walk in, and there is Donkey Kong Country Returns, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Skyward Sword. And they're all for $7. And I would have bought all three. The only problem was they were on hold. So someone had already wanted to buy them and they had a ticket on them. But you have to buy them within an hour. And I noticed it had been 45 minutes. And so I'm like, well, let's just kind of stick around and see what happens. And so I was there for about 25 minutes. So I didn't wait till it was, the exact hour mark and then run up and say, hey. I waited an extra 10 minutes. And I go up and I just said, hey, do you know, is this person still buying these? I just noticed it's been over an hour now. And they're like, oh, I guess not. You can buy them. And I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, I think the guy's still in the store, but, he had his hour. And I'm like, well, wait, that changes things. If he's still in the store, I feel like he has claim to them. I'm not trying to do anything, sketchy. But they were insistent. The two employees were like, no, he had his hour to buy them, so you can get them if you want. So I'm like, okay, well, I feel a little bad, but I'll do it. And so I go up to the register to pay for them. And of course, right at that moment, the guy came to pick them up. And I look over to see the employee point straight at me. And so the guy comes over and he wasn't pissed, but he was definitely like, hey, those are my games. You better not have bought them. And so I'm like, hey, hold on. Let's step over here and figure this out. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to do any, steal them from you, but they were just saying it had been over an hour. And he's like, well, I already had claim to them. I'm like, okay, that's true. And so I'm like, well, is there any that you don't want? And I'm kind of hoping he's going to say Skyward Sword because I had never played it at that point, and getting it for $7 would be freaking awesome. And he's like, well, okay, you can have Donkey Kong and I'll hang on to these other two. And I was like, well, okay, it's nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So, yeah, I got Donkey Kong for $7. And this guy was a nice guy, but he was a thrift store reseller. Because shortly after that, they both were up on Marketplace. And so he sold me Skyward Sword for $20. And it was going for about $40. So, he was reasonable about it. But still, just so close. Alright. Moving on, we got Metroid Other M. Definitely a different take on the Metroid series. But I grabbed this one brand new for $15 off of eBay. Alright, now this one has actually been pricey for quite a long time and has only gone up. Metroid Prime Trilogy. Because I remember I had a coupon and a percentage off at GameStop, and I got it for $36.30. So even with all that. But it is a phenomenal port of the games, and the use of the motion is great. And the same can be said for Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Gotta love Metroid Prime. Corruption I bought for $10. Alright, now we got New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which I believe I did find at the same thrift store on another occasion, so I got it for $7. Multiplayer mayhem at its best. All right, now we got Super Paper Mario. I got this in a pawn shop, $13.80. Okay, Super Mario Galaxy, one of the best, that's for sure. Super fun game. I actually got this as a Christmas present, so that was a good Christmas. And then you got to get Super Mario Galaxy 2. It really just took it to the next level. And I got this for $21.99 off of eBay. No, not off of eBay. Off of Craigslist, actually. Okay, up next we got The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Phenomenal game. I originally played it first on the GameCube, and then I got it on the Wii for $15 in a pawn shop. Okay, and then of course following Twilight Princess, you're gonna want to get Skyward Sword, of course. Which, the copy that I got, the case was kind of a little roughed up. And so I bought a replacement case, and it came in this cellophane, and I don't know why, but I just keep it in there because it's such a beautiful case. But anyways, Skyward Sword, $34.95. All right, we're down to the final two. This one was actually my 1,000th physical game that I bought. So when I was at 999, I was like, okay, you gotta make it like big for, certain milestones. And so it was like, okay, what game have I, always wanted, but just for whatever reason, just like keep forgetting, or maybe it's a little higher than I want to pay, or whatever. Anyways, I settled on Kirby 20th anniversary Dream Collection special edition. I just love the box, and it comes with a little art book and the soundtrack, and then you just got like a whole bunch of awesome Kirby games. So this one I got for $45 on eBay. Number 1,000. Alright, and last but not least, you gotta get the 25th anniversary Super Mario Bros. All-Stars Limited Edition. Yeah, a very cool collection. Bunch of Mario games. Comes with a little art book and the soundtrack as well. This one I actually got for $17.99 off of eBay. It had been on the decline, and then I had a $5 off coupon. So yeah, I found this and was very happy to get it. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the Nintendo Wii. So yeah, a very interesting and crazy console that I have definitely enjoyed and had fun with. What are some of your favorite Wii games? Tell me. Alright, well anyways, thanks for sticking around, and as always, have a good one.